What is up, guys? IWattieI here, bringing another gameplay commentary, and you're probably thinking, "What? Are you alive?" And yes, the answer is yes, I am alive, and I've made a video in about just under a week, guys, and I feel absolutely awful for it because I'm one of them guys that likes to have a routine. I make like videos, upload them, I enjoy making them. It's all good. It's a good structure we've got going on. And for me to not make a video for a while really does suck, and I do apologise, guys. I do apologise. But I've got a great topic for you today, and it's about, are games overpriced in the game industry, etc, etc. Now, I'll kick it off just to sort of support my point that Terraria, for example, when it came out on Steam, it was about £5, 5, 6, 7 quid, you know. Me and Dan, Deadly Turtle, we went into game the other day and they're selling it in a box for 20 quid. Now, it's like, that's more than double the price for it to be in a case. And it'll be funny, are you really going to use the case? You get home, you take the case, you open it, you take the disc out, you put it in your computer. This is quite self-explanatory, really. And I am a big supporter in this because I bought Modern Warfare 3 Hard Edition. Now that was £100. Now, thinking back at it, it was a waste of money. And to be fair, I was only paying for the game in Elite, but I get all this fancy casing and that, and yeah, it's cool for the first 3 days, but it's not worth it at all. I barely use Elite, and I barely use Modern Warfare 3 anymore, so I'm thinking games are way too overpriced. And you're going to be seeing some gameplay here. You're probably thinking, whoa, this is weird. This is a free game, okay? I think it's called Red Crucible 2. It's on the Mac, it's free, and I believe it's also for the Windows. And it literally is just such a laugh. Me and my mates sometimes play it in like, if you've got like a free period, you just hit that shit up. And the thing with free games and that, the stuff you just download, you play with friends, or play with other people in the world, you have no expectations. I think you have no, like, you're not going to compare it to a COD or anything like that. So it just makes it so much more enjoyable, and that's the reason we play games, is for fun. Now, I'm a big believer that that all software and everything is a big overpriced, and people pirate games. I mean, I don't, because I think that if a company's put that effort into making it, you should at least try and pay for it. A lot of people download it, you know, play the first few missions, think it's good, then they buy it. People have their own ways of doing it, but it's just, I think having such overpriced games and overpriced media, etc, etc, it's just forcing people to pirate them. Because, I mean, funny, a lot of the consumers of games and that are like 13, 14, 15, you know, they're in their teens, okay? Now, if you've got a part-time job, it's not too much of a problem to spend 30 quid here and there. But if you're like 14, 15 and don't have a job, you rely on, say, money from your mum and dad and that, it takes quite a lot of effort to save up 40 quid just to play a game that you may complete over the weekend, you know. So I think it discourages a lot of people from buying games, because it'll be funny, I'd love to get a game every fortnight, every month, you know, but I just don't. Literally, I'm looking at my game collection now. I've got all the CODs that I've built up over the years, and Skyrim, and like one other game. But the thing is, not that I can't afford it, it's you don't want to afford it, if that makes sense. If I went to game every single day, or no, every week, say, and I picked up a pre-owned game for 10, 20 quid, it'd feel right. But it's funny, it's just so expensive still, like, even pre-owned games are expensive. I really do think that Xbox should really encourage digital downloads. I mean, but that's another thing. Digital downloads are so expensive. Fallout 3, I got that on Xbox Live Marketplace. It was 20 quid. I went in Game Station next day and it was $7.99. So I was like, face plum, shit. So I'm a strong believer that game price should be lowered. Obviously, this commentary won't make a massive difference, but hopefully I've opened your minds up to that thought, guys, of a cheaper, more easy to access sort of media of gaming, because we obviously love gaming, and to be honest, it's a pity. It's a bit of a fuck of that. They're so overpriced, and we have to wait for all this shit to come out. Because, not being funny, if a game developer makes a game and you buy it and then you start playing it and there's problems with it, that's insult to injury. That's like someone giving you a half-hearted expensive sandwich and then saying, by the way, I've got to take it back to the kitchen to add some more fucking patches to it. You're like, wow, dude, I just want to play. I just want to eat my sandwich, aka analogy, play the game. See how you see how I'm comparing sandwiches and games now. My mind is so over the place. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this random commentary. I do apologise that you had to wait a little bit longer for it, but if you're with me on the fact that games are probably too overpriced, and it's unaffordable, and you know, it just isn't a great way to go at the moment. If you agree with me on that point, that you know you'd rather have bitches than games, then by all means drop a like or a comment. If you think that you're a baller and you can afford to buy a game every week, by all means drop a comment as well. I want to know you ballers are. I want to live up to you. I respect you for doing so. But as always, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you around.